Oi, bruv, I heard you guys were talking crap, talking shit about Doctor Strange, saying he's not the best tier 3 for PVE, and Jean Grey in tier 3 is almost as good as Doctor Strange, and I read all this goofy stuff, so I had to set the record straight. So we're doing 5 World Boss Ultimates with Doctor Strange, so you guys can see who the real champion is. Don't get it twisted, don't get confused. There is only one god in the World Boss Ultimate Marvel Future Fight Arena, and her name is absolutely not Jean Grey. His name is Dr. Stephen Strange, and he wields the biggest, thickest, giggity Eye of Agamotto out there. He drops tier 3 skills faster than anyone else in Marvel Future Fight, and he will absolutely 100% unequivocally clap those cheeks if you're gonna step to him with this goofy ass idea that any other character in the history of the game to this point in 2019 November 13th is better than him. There is absolutely no way in hell. Any kind of obelisk, any kind of CTP, he will come for your neck and he will cut it off. There's no other character in the game that is as good as this, and this is part 1 of 5. You're about to see a whole lot more of this, so buckle up. Oh hey, what's this? Corvus Glaive? Uh-oh. Only speed types can do high stages of Corvus Glaive, Cynicalex. This is stage 69. I don't think Doctor Strange can do this. Surely this is not a stage for the good doctor to be doing. But Cynicalex, you're not using okay, I'm using a bad rotation here. But Cynicalex, you're not using Weapon Hex as a striker. This is obviously not gonna work. All right, well, let's take a look. Let's see if this works. You know what? Listen, here, this is what we're gonna do. I goofed up this whole rotation. I completely butchered this entire rotation. You tell me, even with this colossal screw up, you tell me if this is working or not. You go ahead and you look at the damage, and you go ahead and tell me that was from 1 tier 3 skill. You go ahead and tell me how this looks. Tell me how Doctor Strange's ass tastes. Because, by the way, if that's a basketball reference for those of you that don't know, look at this damage. Okay. I don't even need the strikers. The strikers all ignore dodge, so we can hit 100%. I don't need Weapon Hex. I don't need Scarlet Witch. Okay? Doctor Strange doesn't need anybody. Now, part of the damage is coming from Dr. Voodoo enhancing my tier 3 all defense down. Of course, we talked about this before. Part of the damage is coming from Coulson as well, with the guaranteed crit rate and the increased damage against supervillains. And then, of course, part of the damage, quite a bit of the damage actually is coming from a CTP of Rage. Doctor Strange cannot do this stage without a CTP of Rage, of course. But even without a CTP of Rage, you take any obelisk you want, you take any CTP you want, Regen, Refinement, Authority, Veteran, Energy, you match that CTP on Doctor Strange and any other tier 3 character in the game, Doctor Strange is number 1. Don't forget. Let's go into round 3. Oh no, Cynicalex, what's Doctor Strange gonna do? He doesn't deal elemental damage. Uh-oh, guys, I'm in trouble. This is the one that breaks the camel's back. Surely Doctor Strange can't be better than Jean Grey for Ebony Maw. I mean, Ebony Maw deals elemental damage. Doctor Strange can't do better than that. He doesn't deal elemental damage. Oh, wait. I guess you forgot the 36 chambers of Doctor Strange. I guess you forgot that the one true Sorcerer Supreme who protects the entire world from the spiritual, from attacks, from dark forces, that defends solely and singularly against Dormammu, Mephisto, Nightmare, against forces unknown and unseen, the likes that you couldn't even fathom, okay? You'll have nightmares about Shuma Gorath until your hair turns gray. Meanwhile, Doctor Strange is over here, can't even hold a fork between his hands, and he's clapping these cheeks. He's clapping these astral cheeks day in and day out. Look at this. Look at this damage. This is absolutely disgusting. There's no tier 3. There's no tier 3 Jean Grey in the game that can go this fast without insane help from Weapon Hex and some really crooked RNG. Doctor Strange is the undisputed. I'll get my Michael Breen voice on, or whatever his name is, later on. But this is absolutely despicable. 1:15. And these things cannot be unseen. Doctor Strange is so mean. Alright, okay. We got Cull Obsidian. Okay, he's got some of the highest defenses in the game. He's super strong. He's got tons of HP. He's definitely going to give Doctor Strange a hard time, right? Well, first of all, he's not even going to move, because that's probably one thing you've noticed by now. Doctor Strange completely immobilizes all targets for 100% of the fight. As long as you follow the skill rotation that I'm doing, as long as you do 6 before you do 5, and you can take this as a sort of mini masterclass on how to clap with Doctor Strange tier 3. And you got a CTP of Rage, this is all within your grasp. You can do this with worse cards than I can. You see how fast I'm doing it? Oh, you can do this with just slightly worse cards. Doctor Strange is seriously the #1 PVE character in Marvel Future Fight for World Boss Ultimate. He's going to struggle in GBR. He's going to struggle a little bit against the Purple Grape, as you're about to see soon. But when it comes to the other bosses, when it comes to Proxima, Corvus, Ebony, Cull Obsidian, and to a lesser extent, Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver, although he's going to have he might have some problems, actually. I haven't tested him out against Scarlet Witch's Reflect. But when it comes to everything else, the things that I mentioned, there is no doubt in my mind, and after this clip, there should be no doubt in your mind, that there is no one in this game that can step even close to what Doctor Strange can do. And there should not be any arguments to the contrary. And I was honestly blown away to see even one. Let alone, I saw like half a dozen comments and replies talking about Jean Grey's close to Doctor Strange. Are you out of your mind? She's close to him in what? The fact that they're both blast-type characters? That's about as close as it gets for World Boss. Last but not least, we hit up Thanos on his throne on Titan. And yes, we are going to struggle in the second half of the fight. But the first half of this fight is going to go by in the blink of an eye. This is stage 39, and this is going to be absolutely vicious. Now, I have personally gone on record, and you can go back and find the video where I said that I think Jean Grey is better than Doctor Strange for this stage solely because of the second half of the fight. But if you're patient and you practice the fight, you can win with Doctor Strange. I said it's hard. I didn't say it's impossible. He just killed 9 bars of Thanos in 29 seconds. There is no character in this game without extraordinary luck who can do that consistently, and Doctor Strange can, and he does. There is no character in the game that can output his level of damage with those tier 3 spamming skills. You know, there's just nobody. Now, he does struggle from here on. I acknowledge that, and you know, it's the tier 3 skill, all defense down. Absolutely, I know that. I understand how the game works. I get it. And Thanos doesn't stay still, and that's the most annoying part of all. Thanos doesn't stay still. He doesn't sit in the tier 3 skill. You can still do damage for sure. You can see the bar moves. It's not like you don't do any damage, but Doctor Strange doesn't have lots of iframes. And so he really only relies on the iframe. You can kind of do the iframe at the end of 4, but it's tough. But he's got the iframe on 6, and actually doesn't even have the iframe on 6, and now I'm dead. And he's got the iframe on 5. So we've sort of documented the troubles that he has with the second phase of Thanos. But he's so obscenely strong in that first phase that you could take Coulson out and you could put someone else in and you could finish the fight. You know what? I could probably finish the fight now with Dr. Voodoo, because Dr. Voodoo also has all defense down. So let's see. You know, yeah, you know what? He does decent damage. Maybe in 3.5. Okay, we just died, but maybe in 3.5 minutes of gameplay, Dr. Voodoo could actually finish that fight. That's how strong Doctor Strange is. He is absolutely a beast, and so there should be no doubt in your mind whatsoever that Doctor Strange for World Boss Ultimate is the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, Stephen Strange. There's just no way that anyone else is coming close. So just remember the rotation. You have to do 5 first at the very beginning of the fight. Then you do 4, cancel 3, cancel 2, 4, cancel 3, cancel 2, 4, cancel 3, cancel 2, 4. And then you will do 6. It's important to do 6 and then do 5. I still see a lot of people making the mistake. They do 5 and then 6. That's wrong. When he does 6, you gotta wait up there. You can't cancel 6 until you see all those clones appear for the images of icon. So you gotta wait up there for like 3 or 4 seconds. If you do 5 before 6, you lose those 3 or 4 seconds of the Sorcerer Supreme cooldown, and that's the whole trick. And that's how I spam his damage, and that's how I spam this skill every 10 seconds. Because you're doing 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1, spamming that 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1. You make a wrap. you put it in the hat, okay? And that's basically what you have to do. Obviously, the CTP of Rage is going to help tremendously, but you can do... I was doing stage 69 fast. You can do stage 50. I promise you can do stage 40 or 50, even if you got really bummy, terrible raid level and you've got, you know, average cards. I mean, I don't know why you would have bad cards and a tier 3 Doctor Strange. So I'm going to assume if you have tier 3 Doctor Strange, you at least have average cards. So you've got average cards and you've got a tier 3 Doctor Strange with even a regular obelisk. I did it with a CTP of Authority. So a guard break obelisk with crit damage. You don't even need the invincibility. I never got hit until I faced Thanos. You never get hit because they're frozen the whole time. So you will get hit against Scarlet Witch now that I think about it, because she does have debuff. But even with a regular obelisk, you can get a 2-star obelisk with crit damage and guard break immunity, and you don't even need an obelisk, and you can do stage 50. I promise you, you don't need a damage proc at all. And the traditional knowledge, the traditional wisdom is that damage procs are not that good for Doctor Strange because you're constantly spamming. So it's very hard to time that proc with a particular skill. If you were going to try to time it, it would be the 6th skill, but don't ever sit there waiting for the proc. Just spam those skills, baby. The more you spam, the more damage you'll do. That's 60% from images of Icon. You get that 40% bonus from either White Fox leadership or Brother Voodoo, Dr. Voodoo's leadership, and that 60% goes up to -84. So you basically have a -84 stack every for 4 seconds every 10 or so seconds. That's just absolutely beautiful. And he doesn't have any of the other bonuses. He doesn't have the leadership ability here to take advantage of White Fox's other buffs from, you know, this or her uniform. So she's exactly the same. She's just as good. Actually, she's worse than Dr. Voodoo for Doctor Strange, because for Doctor Strange, he has a team up with Dr. Voodoo that gives you Sorcerer Supreme team up, which gives you energy, attack, and cooldown. So actually, Dr. Voodoo is the best leadership in the game for Doctor Strange pushing World Boss Ultimate. Better than White Fox. Groovy, baby. Anyways, guys, let me know what you think of Doctor Strange. Let me know what you think of the trash-talking Sorcerer Supreme. Do you want to see more content like this? Let me know. It was a bit different from me. It was a bit unusual. Hit me up in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Take care.